had a hard-fought game there. Obviously, being down 1 at halftime, we knew going into this game that we either had to give up twos or not give them offensive rebounds, and we didn't do a great job of cutting their second chance points. But I like the pace of the game. I've been talking to the team about not being so conservative on the offensive and defensive end, and I felt like we played our game and we played a Memphis style of basketball. So proud of our team, not proud of the result, but obviously we got a quick turnaround with Louisville coming here Saturday. So we got to get better, learn from our mistakes in this one, and move forward.
Coach, what were some of the things that you were proud of in that first half that you all were doing, and what were some of the things in the second half that you all deviated away from?
You know what? We were taking care of the ball in the first half. I thought we were getting easy looks and we were finishing. We did it. Obviously they're going to press, and we didn't let that bother us in the first half. I felt like in the second half, in some moments, we let that bother us. Second half, we gave them way too many second chance points off of simple, just box out, basic rebounds. So I thought if we would have cut some of those points, we win the basketball game.
DeeDee, your first game as a Tiger, just what do you think of your performance, your team, and just the atmosphere today?
Man, it was great being out there. My team, they held me down. They kept me going. They kept me pushing. They kept me hyped, and I feel like that's why we had a lot of energy today in the game.
DeeDee, just what was it like for you to not be able to play the season up until now, and how did it feel when you finally got to be out there with your teammates?
It was depressing. I'm not gonna lie. It was hard being on the sideline. Just being a leader is all I could do, and I really wanted to get out on the court, but now I'm here and we back. We good.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Alex, just what was it to have her finally in the fold, knowing the skills that she has, and see her out there? What was that like for you, and how exciting is that moving forward?
Well, in my eyes, she's been with us because she's been practicing. She went through preseason, she went through boot camp. She's gone through all the hard things with us, and she was right there in the middle of it. I've known since day one that she was going to be our leader on the court. And my message to her was, it doesn't matter, how long you've played, how many games you've played, you still got to be productive. As you can see, she immediately went to the starting lineup because I felt like we were missing a leader and somebody to take control and control the pace. It's hard for me to control it from the sideline, so having her hopefully will, when we get to some more games and we're playing, we'll be more consistent with our pace. That also allows Tenuel Welsh to play off the ball, which, as you can see, she can score, she's quick, she can get to the rim, she can get fancy with it, but that adds another dynamic that we haven't had.
Alex, Jewel Spear had a good night against y'all last year, and Knoxville had another one tonight. What makes her such an effective guard for Tennessee?
She's a great shooter. She can shoot the three very well. She stretches the floor. I think she had a great night tonight because we were in mainly zone. So we lost her many times and gave her some wide open threes, but anytime you can shoot the three like she does, it's dangerous.
Ryan.
Coach, just a lot of the same personnel from last year, but obviously a very different system. What goes into preparing for a team that kind of has those attributes?
I don't worry about it. I coach Memphis, so at the end of the day, they're going to do what they do. Kim's going to do what she does, and Alex is going to do what Alex does. So I can't worry about it. I just have to coach my team. And I think we saw, because we weren't worried about the press, we weren't worried about all the subs, we weren't worried about any of the things that Tennessee does. That's why some of those aspects didn't bother us.
Hey Coach, Tilly Buller had yet another 20 piece today. What are your thoughts on her recent performance and how she fits into this team?
Tilly cut down on her 3-point attempts, and I think that's where she's kind of been forcing shots. So she was more efficient today, which made her score, which made her productive. But everybody's going to talk about Tilly on the offensive end. Tonight was one of her best defensive games that she's had all year. Wanting to get better, wanting to just be in positions that maybe she's uncomfortable in, but getting used to it, because we're going to have many games just like this, and we're going to need Tilly on the court. I believe she played 38 minutes. She's been playing 40. So again, I think that's a lot to do with having the addition of DeeDee in the game, giving her some breaks, and now she's able to be more efficient.
All right, two more. We'll go Lee Alderman and then Caleb in the back.
Coach, what did you think of your young post players, Bailey Gilmore and Tamaya Smith tonight?
You know, Tamaya, I've been talking to Tamaya about, I'm not sure when your opportunity will come, but whenever it is, you have to be ready. And tonight, I feel like it was her opportunity. And she played some huge minutes with Lay being in some foul trouble. She's a freshman, and I knew the first time I watched her play when I recruited her that she was going to be special. You know, I've been talking to her family about being ready for conference play, just chopping at the bit. And tonight, I feel like she stepped up for us off the bench. Bailey, again, she's another freshman, played big minutes. Wish she would have rebounded a little bit more, but she has to continue to get better and continue to keep her confidence up.
I'll finish with Caleb.
Coach, in the back, now that you have DeeDee back, you're able to kind of see this rotation a little bit more after 10 games. Do you feel like you're comfortable with this team now, and how do you feel moving forward?
You know, with this team, I don't think I'll ever be comfortable because you never know what you're going to get. You know, I think it will be better once we get a couple more pieces back. We have Quinn Fulmore, who's sitting out right now, Raven Sims, who's on limited minutes. You know, DeeDee coming back obviously adds another dynamic, but we got to do a much better job in Elijah Smith staying out of foul trouble so that we can get our rotations pretty solid.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.